under starter's orders. They break away from the barrier. Left standing inside the stall is Lombardi. So the race now boils down to only 3 runners, with Bisate taking the charge but overtaken by Point to Prove. Now coming out of the stalls after the 3 runners have crossed more than 200 meters is Lombardi. Point to Prove settles in front by about a 2.5 to the good of Bisate. Easy third. 5 lengths behind is Juliet, detached Lombardi. Racing 1 back to 1 in a crawling pace set by Point to Prove by about 2.5 to the good of Bisate, followed by Juliet as they go past the grandstand. Another distance behind is Lombardi. And as they salute the judge, and now settling well is Point to Prove, held in the lead by about 2 to the good of Bisate, 5 behind Juliet, detached. Still a distance behind is Lombardi. Still racing 1 back to 1, no hurry to anybody to set any record here as Point to Prove leads by about 2. And getting little keen now after crossing the 2000 meter mark is Bisate as they run down. Another 5 to 6 lengths behind is Juliet. Still 100 meters behind comes Lombardi. With Point to Prove extending well, crossing the 9 furlong mark to 2.5 to the good of Bisate. Another now distance behind is Juliet, further distance behind is Lombardi. Racing 1 back to 1 with Point to Prove punching the breeze by about 2 to the good of as they cross the mile mark now, followed by Bisate. Still a distance behind, now accelerating to bridge the gap is Juliet, followed by Lombardi. But Point to Prove continues to show the way, crossing the 7 furlong mark. So 1400 meters to run with Point to Prove in the lead by about, always in pursuit by 2 to the good of Bisate. Another 8 lengths behind is Juliet, followed by Lombardi, still 50 meters behind. Crossing the 1200 and start climbing up now, and Point to Prove by about 2 to the good of Bisate. Now on an acceleration mode now is Juliet, who is bridging the gap, followed by Lombardi, still 50 meters behind as they cross the 1000. And Point to Prove not showing any distress signal as it has more energy in the tank, continues to punch the breeze, extend well to a lead of about 2.5 from Bisate. Bridging the gap now, has margin is just cut down to 3 from Juliet, followed by Lombardi. As they continue the journey towards the 600 meters now, and it's Point to Prove by 3 parts the good of Bisate. And look at Juliet, who is just on the cruise control mode but still bridging the gap in every stride to tackle these 2 runners. Into the straight they are now, Point to Prove by about 2.5 to the good of Bisate, and Juliet still held in third. And now yet to release the baton there is Sandesh on Juliet, and he releases it now as she dashes into the lane, tackling these 2 runners and goes surging clear, with Bisate giving a fight but still no match for the speed of Juliet. Ridden hard on the inside is Bisate, and toying with the field is Juliet. And it's all over for Juliet, taking the honors in the Golconda St. Leger in fine fashion, beating off Bisate by 4, followed by Point to Prove, and still 75 meters behind is Lombardi, who stood flat-footed inside the stall when the start was given.
Mr. Harikishan Gupta, steward, Hyderabad Race Club, will now present the Golconda St. Leger Grade 2, won by Juliet, owned by Dr. M.M. Ramaswamy Chettiar of Chettinad Charitable Trust, represented by Dr. A.C. Muttaya, herein represented by trainer Karthik Ganapati. Memento for trainer Karthik. Ridden by A. Sandesh. Breeder, Tohana Stud Farm. Breeder trophy received by the trainer K. Karthik.